If you love games, and I mean really love them, then I've got a challenge for you. It's an idea that, honestly, could completely change how you see your favorite hobby forever. What happens when you stop just playing games and start creating them?
You know the moment. We've all been there. You're deep inside a world that feels totally real. The story has its hooks in you, and this little question just pops into your head. How in the world did they do this? You can feel the artistry, the passion, the pure magic of it all, and you just can't help but wonder what's going on behind the screen.
But what if you didn't have to just wonder? What if you could be the one to pull back the curtain and see exactly how all that magic gets put together, piece by piece?
It all kicks off with that feeling, that moment of wonder. It's a feeling that pretty much connects every single player out there, no matter what kind of game you're into. See, making a game isn't just about learning to code or draw. It's really about getting a backstage pass to the art form you already adore. It's about finally getting the how and the why behind those moments in games that just leave you speechless. And this leads to the biggest change of all. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how you see everything when you go from just being a player to becoming a creator. Think about this for a second. As a player, you're reacting to a world someone else built for you. But as a creator, you're the architect of that world. You stop just experiencing the magic, and you actually start to understand how it works. It's the ultimate jump, right? From just consuming creativity to actually expressing your own.
And then, all of a sudden, the games you love pop into this super sharp focus. You start to see the genius behind a jump that just feels right. You see the logic in an enemy's attack pattern, or the pure intentionality when the music swells at the perfect moment. You start seeing the deliberate craft in every single line of code and every frame of animation.
This right here is the real light bulb moment. It's not just about seeing how the magic trick is done. It's the realization that the stage is wide open for you. That invisible wall you thought existed between you and the creators who admire, yeah, it starts to crumble.
Okay, so how do you get on that stage? Let's totally demystify this whole process. Let's get rid of the fear, because honestly, getting started is way easier than you probably think.
And let's be super clear about this. You don't need to be some coding genius. You don't need a super-powered $1,000 PC. Seriously, the biggest barriers you think are standing in your way, they're pretty much just myths.
With all the free tools out there today, your first steps can be this simple. For real. You open a new project. You drag a few basic shapes into a blank scene. You write maybe a couple of lines of code telling them what to do. And then, you hit play. And that moment, oh, that moment is everything. The very first time you hit a key and something on the screen moves because of a command that you wrote, it feels like actual magic. It's that instant you realize, whoa, I can do this. You've literally made something from nothing.
And here's the most important part, so listen up. You have to let go of the idea that it has to be perfect. Your first project will probably be tiny. It'll probably be buggy. It might be kind of weird, but that's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to be the next big indie hit. It just has to be yours.
So what's the real payoff here? What do you get for taking on this creator's challenge? Well, the reward is so much bigger than just a finished project. Because while you think you're building a game, you're also building yourself. You're going to build patience when things inevitably break. You're going to build real problem-solving skills to fix them. You'll stretch your creativity and build a kind of confidence you can only get from making something. And best of all, you'll gain this deep, new appreciation for every single game you play from now on.
So here it is, the challenge, boiled down to its absolute core. All you have to do is make just one.
That's it. Just one game. Not some huge masterpiece, not your dream project, just one small, simple creation. Because that one single act is all it takes to completely and permanently change the way you see games forever. So I'll just leave you with this one last question. You spend hours and hours in these incredible worlds built by other people. You admire their work, you get moved by their stories. So, when are you going to take that leap and try to create the very thing you love?